Konnichiwa. Genki desu ka? New bat for review today is the legendary Demarini Corndog Pro Maple. Unfortunately, when I bought this because I thought it was unique and cool, and this guy was hitting the shit out of it, and I can't. But I'm still glad I bought it because it's really not that expensive compared to oh my god compared to other high level bats, especially Demarini's. In my league, this is actually classified as a composite bat because it has a composite handle, but it does have a maple barrel, a solid maple barrel. Whereas this one, which I'll review in another session, is all wood. All I need it to say is softball. This one doesn't fly. I have to have the stamps, and this one has the ISF. ISA, ISF, ASA, NSA, and U-Trip. So this bat is basically good to use in anything. So if you can master the power of the Corndog, you essentially have a bat you can use in anything and everything. Problem is, one, this bat is a 28 ounce. It says that, right? No, it just says 34. This is supposed to be a 28 ounce bat, but I'm pretty certain it's got like a 2 ounce end load, and you can feel it when you are swinging this thing. It is a heavy, heavy bat. The other thing that sucks about that, so price, was just going over the thing. It's their birthday today. It's the girl's birthday today, so they're being pain in the asses. I think I paid $120 for this, and they can go upwards of $160. They're still being made. You can still get them. They keep re-updating the look. I personally like the actual natural color of the barrel and then the black handle. I think that looks nicer. But the price is good. I mean, this is another one of those ones where you could do BP sessions with it. You could hit off the cage because while maple tends to normally be pretty fragile, because it's got such a pliable handle, it kind of, I think, absorbs a lot of the energy that goes into the barrel. Because I've heard that from a lot of the higher professional folks, that these are pretty indestructible. They're really, really durable bats. So for the price, these are good bats to use in BP if you want something that would offer a higher performance than like an aluminum bat. Unfortunately, I don't know where the hell. I mean, they're like the sweet spot's right. There's a sweet spot right there, but even when you hit in the sweet spot, I don't know. It just feels like there's no distance because this is dense wood. It doesn't provide that. That's why you don't take for granted what these professional baseball players can do with wood bats. But I don't know. I cannot hit very far with this. If I'm looking to get a solid single, cool. This bat can do the job. But I'm not swinging for the fences with this. You have to put an insane amount of technique and power to hit over the fence with these ones. And there's people that can do it. Don't get me wrong. I can't do it. Plus, it doesn't help that after like 3 swings, I'm too tired to swing this thing. But what I love about it, and what I love about a lot of the Demarini bats, is this barrel is tiny, and I love tiny barrels. I prefer them. Unfortunately, my game bat is not, as you'll see in another review. The downside is your sweet spot is shortened because of this tiny barrel, but it's also a lot more concentrated, and you get more handle to get the whip action going. Which I guess maybe I rely on the whip action. I don't know. But I did hit well with this for a while. I did, however, swing it with a one of these grip it and rip it knobs, and I just choked up on it probably about that much, Aoki style, And I hit pretty good with that. I hit consistently. It wasn't hard, but I was hitting consistently because most of the outfielders were idiots and they were playing me back. But the noise it makes is pretty sweet, and a lot of people think You know, a lot of people think that the ball is all messed up, and I had to tell them, no, it's a bat. It's a wood bat. So the sound durability looks. Oh yeah, looks. No, I mean it's a nice look to it. I kind of like that two-tone thing going on. Sweet spot. Like I said, I mean it has it, but it's not a good sweet spot. But it does have it. At least to me, it's not a good sweet spot. Feel. You don't get the sting of an aluminum bat, but you can tell when you haven't hit in the right spot. I mean, that ball doesn't go anywhere, so it feels okay. Pop, so the pop and distance is not very good, at least to me. Another friend of mine who hits the ball really hard. The BP sessions we just did yesterday, which would be the 23rd, the guy that was raking it down the third base line, he even said the same thing, that doesn't have any pop to it. But again, that's just our opinions. But because it's got all the stamps, because it's so durable, and because it's pretty inexpensive in terms of what you would normally get with most composite bats, especially Demarini bats. It's a great BP bat. It's a good way to kind of get constructive feedback on how you're hitting. And then, I mean, the other thing too, I mean, that's why I probably should use this more in BP, is because the weight is going to help build up, you know, a stronger set of wrist, hands, forearms, you know, the whole arm thing. I think it's worth it. I think it's a good thing to have in your arsenal, especially if you're going to do BP and you don't want to ruin your guys' composite bats. Everyone can use this and it'll still survive. So I think it's worth it. I really do. I think it's a great learning tool. It's a great hitting tool. And also, most all wood bat leagues, they go with this. Like, this is famous for that, because it's the only one I think that has a composite handle with a maple barrel squished into it. So it's pretty well known. I mean, most people that play tournaments and have played wood tournaments, all wood tournaments, they know what the Corndog is. But I recommend it. You can still find these. Like I said, you can still get them for pretty cheap, brand new. Just make sure that it's a softball bat, not a baseball bat. Made that mistake before. But in vino veritas, as they say. So that's my review on the Demarini Corndog, and I will see you guys in the next review. So, auf Wiedersehen.